the Deputy President. Thank you.
Your Excellency, sir, I ride on all the protocols that have been established already and would like to say the following before I invite you, Your Excellency. That on a moment like this one, 5 things, at least for me, ran through my mind. The first is on the 16th anniversary of celebrating the Constitution that we established for ourselves to guide the creation of a modern Kenya. It is an occasion to look at how far we have traveled in the journey of living up to the aspirations of our Constitution as captured in the preamble, which has just been recited for us, but also in the foundational articles of the Constitution that form the bedrock upon which our constitutional architecture is raised. These foundational articles define Kenya as a democratic multi-party state. It defines the territory of Kenya in Article 5, where it stretches from, and the subnational units that constitute Kenya, the 47 counties of our republic. It defines us as a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multiracial, multi-religious society determined to live together as one sovereign, indivisible nation. Your Excellency, it is a good time for us to reflect on how far we have advanced our sovereignty and the sovereignty of the people of Kenya, how far we have kept the unity of our nation, and how far we've traveled in forging tolerance and finding strength as a nation in our diversity. The second item, or the second theme that runs through my reflection on a day like this as a citizen of Kenya, is how far again in those 16 years, Your Excellency, we have been able to perfect our vertical relationships. Looking at the Constitution, a relationship is envisaged between those who act on behalf of the state and the people. The relationship between the legislature, judiciary, and the executive at the national level, and the executive and the legislature at the county level, and also holders of constitutional commissions and independent offices. How the 3 arms of government and the 2 arms of government at the county level relate to one another, and especially relate to the citizens of Kenya, the vertical relationship. Number 3 is the horizontal relationship among the arms of government themselves and the levels of government, and how we have come to perfect devolution, to respect the independence of the judiciary, to respect the independence of the legislature, how far the legislature has been a check on the executive, and how far the judiciary has helped us to interpret the laws of our land. That is the third thing that runs through my mind. But there is a fourth theme that runs through my mind, Your Excellency. And this is the software of our nation. Our Constitution envisages that this nation, other than the development we do for ourselves, will be run on the basis of certain values, national values, and principles of our governance. Article 10, read together with Article 232 of the Constitution, provides the software of our nation. And the question is, to what extent have we been patriotic? To what extent have we advanced the rule of law, human rights, democracy, environmental sustainability, accountability, the values of the public service in Article 232, etc., etc. And I think on a day like this one, we will be listening to one another to find out what journey we have covered and where the gaps are, so that we can perfect our nation's software as we also strengthen its hardware. Finally, Your Excellency, on a day like this one, I and perhaps a few others in this room are curious to reflect on the 16 years that we have taken to advance the requirements of the two legs on which our country and our democracy is founded. These two legs are found in the Bill of Rights, but they are also scattered everywhere else, including the preamble. The first limb is the limb of democracy and the need to advance a nation founded on human dignity and human rights and democratic ideals. But there is a second limb, Your Excellency. And this is the limb that you invited us to begin a conversation on as we look towards a Kenya beyond 2030. And this is the limb of prosperity. I dare say, Your Excellency, before I invite you, that as you reminded us when you were launching this conversation, that the aspiration of our constitutional order is very much about democracy, but it's also very much about creating wealth for the citizens of Kenya, empowering the citizens, and realizing the aspects of the Bill of Rights that give dignity and empowerment to the citizen, creating a wealthy, healthy Kenya. Rights that have been ignored for some time now around decent housing, their right to health, the right to access the things that make life convenient and comfortable. And I dare say, Africa, Kenya, the developing world must not shy away from pursuing wealth and talking about wealth creation as much as we advance democracy. And therefore, mine, Your Excellency, is to listen to you and to the many other people that I see gathered here. I see the fathers of our Constitution present here. I see the children of our Constitution right here. And because we have a long morning ahead of us, and because also I see many people who are much more qualified on the matters of today's discussion than I am, I want to stop there and request that we be upstanding and invite His Excellency the President to set the tone for this meeting. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Speak to the nation.